In the land of retro gaming, there are so many awesome devices, so many thumbsticks, but they are all lacking something. Stubbs Nubbs.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is Retro Fun Tech. Today I have a treat for you. These are Stubbs Nubbs, created by the mad scientist Stubbs over on the Retro Handhelds channel. These are 3D printed little caps for your handheld device, controller, or really anything that you want to throw them on. So here is where you can buy Stubbs Nubbs. They are on Etsy. They are custom made in a huge variety of colors. There are retro nubs, spiky nubs, and rosebud nubs. Each are a little different and hit your fingers a little differently. Or there is a sample pack that you get all 3 nubs, and you can pick the colors. When I bought mine, the seller or the printer of the nubs reached out to me and asked what color I wanted for what nubs. That was pretty cool. Let's take a look at the nubs since I have a whole sample pack right here. So these are the spiky nubs, and as you can guess, they are pretty sharp. They're not, drawing blood or anything, but they definitely keep you awake at night, so if you're going to fall asleep while you're gaming, you might want to use these. Or if you need some extra acupressure, I'm sure that that's what they're intended to do. According to what Stubbs says, he thinks that, they get right in there with poking at your pancreas, so we'll see about it. These are the retro ones, and I'm really digging the RH logo, the Retro Handheld logo, so that is pretty cool. We will try those as well. And these are, just to tell you, these are 3D printed, so they are very hard plastic, not soft. You don't have to worry about them wearing out. You can get your very own Retro Handheld logo on your thumb. How cool is that? Or wherever you want to put them. So I think that's a bonus edition. Thanks, Stubbs. Now let's check out the Rosebud version of the nubs. I have both of these. I have the other one actually on my Logitech GCloud that you can see right here. I popped it on there and it won't come off, so they definitely fit. You're just gonna have to smush it on there. But you can see the Rosebud. This is a pretty cool design. I think so far my favorite might be the RH logo, but this is a second best. And look, you get your very own Rosebud little indentation, so that's always good. See, I like doing that. It's fun. I'm gonna get it tattooed on myself. Maybe. Also in the package, you get a very cool sticker. The 3D Printed Studio on Etsy sends out a sticker. I think that everybody else's is different because I've seen other stickers from them. But I'm definitely digging the retro vibe. It's almost as if 3D Printed Studio knew that they should send me that. So here we have my Logitech GCloud with the Rosebud nubs. And we're going to try to do some arcade gaming and see how that works out. I just put the left stick on there, so that's why the left nub isn't quite as secure as the right nub. But with a little bit of force, not too much. It's not like I was going to break my thumbsticks on the device, but they're definitely very, very snug. So you don't have to worry about them flying off while you're playing your game. So I will say that using these is actually quite pleasant. I typically don't use thumbstick caps at all because usually they're just as slippery as the actual thumbsticks themselves. But these are actually kind of a welcomed addition, so I kind of like them. The Rosebud feel is not too hard on your fingers, at least mine, and I think I'm definitely going to keep these on one of my handhelds if I don't keep it on the GCloud right here. Next, let's try an Android game. This is actually a nod to Stubbs. He always talks about Grim Valor, and this is a pretty cool game that you should check out. I find these pretty decently pleasant. They take a little bit of getting used to, but they're not that harsh on your fingers, and I feel like they help me grip the thumbsticks just a little bit better. Except that I died, so there should be, some help in there in the Stubbs Nubbs that they could assist you in not dying in the game. That would be fantastic. So Stubbs, if you're watching, can you add that in there? So I'm sure you're wondering if they work on any of the retro devices, and the answer is not yet. But Stubbs mentioned in the retro handheld podcast tonight that the nubs for the Ion and Retroid devices are in the works. So for all you with an Odin 2 or any Retroid device, they are coming. But you know what device it does work on? The Powkiddy RGB30. And these are the spiky nubs, and they're a little pokey. They are not terrible. Like I said, they're not drawing blood by any means. I'm awake now. Let's just say that. And I'm going to cancel my appointment with acupuncture pressure specialist because I can feel my spleen. And in Tony Hawk 2 on Dreamcast here, it looks like I'm actually doing pretty good. So maybe the nubs do actually help your gameplay. I'm not sure. I'm doing pretty well tonight. It doesn't look like Tony Hawk is getting too many bruises from me, which generally happens after a little bit. Surprisingly, I like playing Dreamcast on the RGB30. I don't know what it is. Now here is a handheld that I never really show on my channel, but I just wanted to show you. Here is a Nintendo Switch, and you can see that the nubs are actually secure on the Joy-Cons. And I don't think I showed off the RGB30 how well these nubs actually fit, but they look really, really good. And these are the RH, or the retro nubs. Okay, so right away, the retro nubs are my favorite. These are the comfiest nubs that I have used thus far. They beat out the Rosebud. They definitely beat out the Spiky for me. The Spiky are for probably just different people. We'll just say that. You can barely feel the RH logo on there, and it's very, very pleasant to play with. Like I said before, it's kind of nice to have something that's not made of rubber or, a soft plastic, and that way you're actually able to grip the thumbstick a little bit better. I think that if you have a Nintendo Switch, you need these because they are definitely pleasant. They add to your gameplay, and look, they're probably going to make me win Mario Kart. So, I mean, that alone, you should definitely buy them for that. So, what are your thoughts on the official Stubbs Nubbs? Are you going to pick some up? If so, which ones? Also, don't forget the code in the description below for 5% off. And while you're at it, check out the Retro Handheld website and get hooked up on their Discord. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, and even share this video with someone who maybe needs some nubs in their life. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome, everyone, and go play some games.